Alright, welcome to the next edition of playing every leader through a video. And of course, today we're playing purple, yellow Crocodile through some matches and see how we do. Now, this deck I think is actually kind of spicy. We do have a little bit of the Barwick's package with Miss Valentine's, Miss Wednesday, some Usahaji, some double fingers, Crocodile, Zezus. Play 4 Kumas, 4 Hawkins, 4 Kikos. And then we have 4 Akama Way, which allows us just to basically change the attack, which is a really great one-drop spell. We have Nora Beam, which in real life is something different than this. We have Nora Beam Sword. And then we also have Flame Split, which also is not the real name of the card. In real life, it's like something Splice. But that's our deck today. Let's see if we can compete in the current standard format. Alright, so we're just going to pass. Okay. Tons of Let's Crashers Weddings and Luffy. Let's take Croc. Double Finger. Pitch Kiku. Hit your face. Go ahead. Alright, so now we go to 7 Dawn. Not enough to Croc yet. Alright, they get a Sanji down. Tucks my double finger. And as it gets, it's okay. I could do 2K, but that's not really worth it. Alright, tap that down. 6 Dawn is interesting. 6 there should eat something. There's no way this actually resolves. Go ahead. That's not too shabby. So, you -1 Dawn. It comes back as active, which allows us to use this ability as well if we need to. Alright, so he minuses my guy. Does he have a removal spell? Alright, so I would actually prefer not to use this. I'd rather not go to 1 life. 8 at 6. Gum Giant. Sure. Does that get you to 7? Or can I swing at it? Okay, he's too high. So we'll go ahead and swing at Sanji. That's kind of nice against Zoro. So that's both, right? One leader and a character. Seems pretty reasonable. And this is going to be pretty easy to counter out of. This one I'll take. You might definitely pump into this one, though, I guess, to make it a 8. Doesn't. There is an argument maybe I should just use the -1 Dawn. I mean, that's basically a counter for 1 less Dawn. But I'm going to 8 Dawn. I kind of want to save the ability for to save himself, right? You could put every Dawn here and just swing at the Croc. Who knew that this common was going to be where it's at? Okay, so now I go to 8 Dawn, or no, 7, 9. Um, Another Croc, -2. Gain another life. 7, 7. 8 at 7. Try to get a 2K out of hand. A 2K, 1K. Okay, Gum Giant. That's fine. Swing at face for 5. Go ahead. I don't know how good we're doing here. We're doing our job, but we have a lot of crocodiles, that's for sure. Okay, gets rid of one of my big croc. All right, draw some cards. Let's see how he does this turn, right? I could take 2 hits if I want to. Okay, that fizzles pretty much 2 attacks. So now we take this one. We got 7. We go back to 9. Now the question here is, do I go to 8? I think I do. Okay, so first things first, we'll put 1 Dawn here. 9 at 7. Another Gum Gum Giant. Interesting. It's another 8s. Put 1 Dawn here. Swing 2K over. I could have got face, but it doesn't seem very likely to occur. Kikanojo. Attach 1 Dawn. 6 there. Go ahead. So here comes the little tricky part. So this should be able to fizzle. Maybe it's 1 attack. It is a little concerning. He should be able to put... Should be able to play around it, though. I think it's smart to do it this way. Oh, crap. Wrong one. That was my bad. I thought it was another Nora beam. No. But at least I guess I got that correctly, but I just kind of wasted a I wasted his ability. So now I'm going to a Dawn. All right, body gone. I think this one I have to go for life this turn. He wasted how many Gum Gum Giants? There's 2 there. Now, the question is how I do this, right? I'm going to a Dawn, so I don't have my full 10. It's actually not too bad. Draw 2. I guess I could have made him attack my Kikanojo, right? That would have made me gain 1 life. All right, bounces my Kikanojo. So I'm going to 8 Dawn. Is there a world where I could win this turn? I'm going to... Now he has a blocker, so that's very unlikely. So 8 Dawn. I could go 4 plus 3. This is a blocker. I'm not really getting much out of this, though. It's just a blocker. If I go 6 here, pitch Kiko, then I have 2 Dawn remaining. I can't really get a good attack across. The question is, do I guarantee the life gain? Or do I get the blocker? They're kind of the same thing. And he could tap down the Reiju, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. So the question is, am I Dej? Like, probably very likely. Besides that 1 punt, I don't think I did much wrong, technically. I should have definitely not... I should have knew my card there. I potentially could have had 1 more of these 2 bodies on board. That's not a counter. Okay, 9 coming across. Super awkward. My only option, right? It's a Baruch work. But I don't have anything tapped. I wish I could. Wish it would count, but I guess that does work. I thought they had to be rested. Never mind. Cool. Yeah, I lose. Oh, okay. So how do I do this where it's correct? 5. That's 7. So this here also is 7. 8. All right, we lose. Okay, so that means we were gonna go 0-1 so far. I mean, at least we got out of that one, but he should have just went for the full attack. But let's get to the next game. Okay, so we have 2 Dawn. Can't really do a lot. Go ahead. And I think it's correct to go second usually because our best curve is 6 and 8. I can't imagine it ever being correct to do something other than that. So they have 3 Dawn remaining to play with. And they just get down to Doflamingo. Now for me, I could play either Kiko Nojo or I could play a Miss Wednesday. That's not a bad top deck. So that gives me a good curve out next turn. Go ahead and swing there. Go ahead. Okay, so let's get rid of Usohachi. 7 Dawn. Deploy. Shove. Go ahead. Okay, so I have 7. I go to 9. I don't really think I need to go to 10 this turn. Now you can swing with your blocker if you want, but now we're at 4 Dawn. 6. Now you might actually just use, I guess you didn't put the thing on the Nami, huh, to get that ability. 8. Okay. We're doing some work. Go. So they attack. I think we want to use Miss Wednesday. I guess we're going to 9 anyways. So they put one Dawn here on lead. And they bounce my blocker. Sure. Cancel. I think I do -1 Dawn. That gives me to 7. Which means I just need a single 2K. And I don't have one. I think I just take it. I don't really want to give up more than one card in its exchange. So, ideally, that's my goal. Okay, 7 here. Hey, why not use Kiku? I could have. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I played the card so often. Okay, so this attack here, this is a no. Return 1 Dawn. Pump here. Pitch a 1K. Now, he could swing 7. But 8. He's swinging it at Croc. You're swinging at me. 8 here. Honestly, I don't think I care. I could do this. But I don't think I care. Do I need a ramp? No, I'd rather have a 2K. Another Kiku. Kiku Nojo. Alright, keep pumping it. Like, it's kind of crazy that purple has this life gain for no reason. Alright, 6 is 5. So you can't really use the blocker. Divert my attacks to the Luffy. Just trying to burn the counter. That gets rid of 2 cards there. Go ahead. So that's really good for me, right? Because we just burnt like 4 or 5 cards from his hand. And now it seems pretty logical for me to actually try to go for game pretty soon. Again, he has so many blockers. He has 3 blockers. Seems insane. Now, at this point, I guess in the game, I shouldn't be playing Kiku because Monkey D. Luffy just bounces it. So 8 at 5. I can make it 7. I have a 2K counter. That seems pretty reasonable. And plus that turns on Flame Split as a defensive measure. Cancel. Cancel. Turn 1. Pitch a 2K counter. This deck does do a pretty good job of being defensive while also being quite aggressive. I'm not going to lie, this deck is kind of fun. So he still goes for life. I'm going to say cancel, cancel. He does have 7 Dawn to put on the Nami. I mean, I could tap down a Doflamingo, but that's not really important. And I would have to do 1, 2. I had to get rid of 3 cards for that. So what I think I want to do here, start, return. Pitch 1. I think it's this. And that allows us to stay at 3 life. Now the opponent will be getting frisky with the Nami, but I think I could take that comfortably. Again, I could play another Crocodile and just gain more life. So 6 coming across my face. I don't really care, I don't think. And I don't want to use my 2K counter. Keep that for later. This deck doesn't feel that bad. Like, kind of feels like it's actually not too deep, not too shabby. So the opponent is going to get frisky with the blocker. So I have a 2K and a 1K. Are you going to go for 5/5? That would be really, really crazy. Yeah, and so you can't really risk that, can you? All right, so I could go for Crocodile again. So I think I start off with a lead 8. Actually, I probably should have led with a 5. That would have triggered him to discard a card to get a permanent boost. Now, I think I'm actually in a pretty good spot. Okay, so he uses the plus ability. So we go 9, 9. So he needs 2K, 1K in both swings. Now, if we get both blockers, that's pretty decent. Okay. Now, here I think I play the Croc. Use, return 2, gain another life. Shift the turn. Now, we have 3 9Ks and an 8K. So, like, we're producing a board. And we also get to leave up potentially a comma way. But most likely, yeah, it's going to be a comma way. And again, do I really want him to attack anything on my board? I guess this is like a last resort type situation. So let's see what he does first, right? If he attacks for, it's like he's attacking for 8. So I have 2K, 2K. We don't really have anything you could bounce. I guess you're just putting Arrested Dawn here. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Turn 1 Dawn. Plus here. Give you a 2K counter. So that might set us up, but he has 3 blockers. Plus potentially, most likely, a 2K bonus. These Kikinojos are very bad in my hand. They're just dead cards at this point. Now, you go face. So if I give a plus 1,000 for this turn, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's, I can't. So I think I do that and tap down there. That might make him change his decision here. I think I want to use that. That gives me another 2k counter and a 1k counter. That's really nice. Now, I'm not going to be able to use the Usohachi next turn. Alright, so 8 coming across. That means it's 2k, 1k. Oh, Beam Sword's kind of nice. I have 7 Dawn. Like I said, Usohachi's out of the question, so he has 2 blockers up. So it's a 5. So I think I lead off with 5/5. Get him to do something. Right? Alright, so now he has that permanent buff. So 9k, that's 2k counter plus 1k. If he takes this, or if he uses a blocker that tells me a lot about his hand. Okay, so do I do 11, 11? 11? I think I just do 9. Now, I could argue I could have done a little bit more just to make sure he can't counter out. Because this is all he has in counter. Okay, so now I can't win this game. Okay. So I need to leave up both of these two. So let's try nine here. What are the odds that he tries to save this Luffy? The Luffy is the problem, so I'm going to go for the Luffy. Okay. So that means this Miss Wednesday is kind of off the table. But I'm going to have to play it anyways. So now he has to lead off with the Luffy, bounce to Miss Wednesday. But at that point, I get -1 Dawn, ramp up a little bit, so I get 2 more active Dawns. But I guess I only need 2. But it does force him to trash a card. Okay, so I'm going to do return 1 Dawn, pump. One Dawn here. And we're tap down. So now you have to attack with all 3. Possibly. Can we win this game? This is a very close game. So here I think I have to 2k 1k. Now I think I have to bait him here. So I think I have to bait. Take the 1. Make him think he can go all in here for a chunk load. 10, right? Attack here. Got it. 1-1. That means we get another match. Hey, we're playing Rebecca tonight too. All right. So I think this is actually a situation where I'm going to play Kikinojo on 4 Dawn because I think it makes the most sense. Go ahead. So I kind of like this curve. But after this, tomorrow, I believe Rebecca will drop. So if you want to watch Rebecca, come back for that. So yeah, we're definitely down with Kikinojo here. Swing in for 5. Say go. I am a little worried because there's a lot of leaders in OP4 that can't attack. This and VV all get featured this week. Neither one of them can attack. Okay, so he gets rid of my Kikinojo. So now we get to play Crocodile. Swing for 5. Now, this leader, okay, yeah, this leader should have 5 life. I was like, this leader should definitely have 5 life. Go ahead. Now, next turn we can play Crocodile, go back up to 8 the following turn. And at that point we could double Hawkins, maybe. So they play Cavendish. And a Nami. Seven coming across. Now, I could definitely see a world where I do this. I think I get rid of 1 Hawkins. Gain a life. 8 there. Because, I mean, I don't really care about life total here. Because the opponent is all going to have to depend on their board. Right? So if I attack board, they're less likely to get any kind of clock going. Since the leader can't attack. Now, I have an easy way to boost my character. Oh, I guess this can boost himself. So he can be a 10k on defense. That worked. Kind of based. Now, I could 2k, 1k here. Or I could have just forced you to attack my AK. But I can care less, I don't think. So I do that. I think I take a 2k counter. I put Kikinojo to the top. Rebecca, could get rid of a Rebecca. And get a Bart. So I could play Basil. All right, so 6k there. It's pretty reasonable to do 6 at 8. 5 at 3. 9 at 6. Go ahead. Okay. Is Crocodile not that bad of a leader here? Like, got it. 2-1. Let's get into the wrap up. All right. So what did we learn this week about this deck? We went 2-1 with it. Not a bad record. Overall, this leader seems to be pretty functionable. So like I do like the fact that I would kind of hope we reduce some of the neg-1s on Dawn on the actual events. Right? Because we have so many characters that do it for us that we have too much neg-1s, right? That's kind of a little bit of a problem this deck kind of has, it seems like. So we definitely could use the main ability, Crocodile's main ability. So that's pretty sweet. Because I kind of want to just trim down on some of these neg-1 events, because I do want some one drop events that are decent, that fit the actual deck, that don't -1 Dawn, right? Because I want to be able to save my character if need be. So I'm not sure what I would want to do. Actually, wait a minute. Is blue. Okay, it's not is multicolored. But there's definitely something, gotta be something here. That's a -1 event. I don't really want that. Like I said, I want something that's a decent event that does not -1. And probably fill up some, take these 2 slots. It was a good card. Like I said, I just have too much -1s. So I never got to use this ability ever because I just have other things to use with my once per turn effect. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this list, and I'll talk to you guys next time.